Cuban boxer, former champion Yordenis Ugas finally explains that yes, Errol Spence Jr. broke his eye socket. He broke his orbital bone. That's what I want to talk about in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Best in the business here. Now, Yordenis Ugas, I gotta admit, is one of the most candid fighters in all of boxing. I want you guys to listen to some of the tweets. The first one is the most recent, and then some of the other ones are from the past. But nonetheless, he's explaining what occurred in the Errol Spence fight. Yordenis Ugas, on his verified page, says, "It's crazy because in that stadium, Pacquiao broke Margarito's orbital in 2010. I was here. In 2021, Canelo broke the orbital of Billy Joe Saunders, and in 2022, Errol Spence broke the orbital bone of Ugas." So he's kind of using himself in third person. Wow, what a coincidence. Now, basically, he's talking about the AT&T Stadium, or basically in Texas. Canelo fought Saunders in Texas. Pacquiao fought Margarito and broke his orbital exactly in the same stadium that Errol Spence fought Ugas and broke his orbital, right? He, right after the fight, posted this picture, and it says, "Thanks to everyone who is sending their prayers." So you see April 22nd, and they fought April, right? "Thanks to everyone who was sending their prayers. My eye was like this, closed and bleeding almost 40 hours. So this is the aftermath of facing Errol Spence, not even for 12 rounds, right? Because the fight was stopped before that. He goes on to say his eye was bleeding for 40 hours. It looked like tears of blood, but now my eye is open. In the next few days, with God's favor, when the swelling and bruising are at a zero, we will go back to the doctor." He also posted this. "Round 10, I had 4 rounds fighting with the serious eye injury to my eye that led to surgery. I was never going to give up. I never give up. Spence, no matter the defeat or victory, what hurts me the most is that I couldn't give the fans more exciting and competitive fight. I always thought and prepared to have a strong second half of the fight, but from the next round 7, the pain in my eye came and everything changed." Keep that in mind. He said, from round 7, the pain in my eye came and everything changed. Ugas gave a good account, a fan is saying, of himself versus Spence Jr. Who would you like to see him against next? Ugas says, "I am proud of this fight, fighting against one of the best in a competitive fight until round 7 when my eye broke. But I never gave up. I fought 4 more rounds with one eye, and I begged the doctor in round 10 to let me keep going. I won against the best," it says, "won the best man that night," whatever that means. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Why is this important? Because Terrence Crawford is getting ready to face Errol Spence Jr., and for me, this poses some questions. Terrence Crawford, can he take that type of punishment? Like, when I look at Terrence Crawford, his face and his, really like his skeletal features and his face, he kind of has a slender face, if you think about it. So is he able to sustain that type of punishment if Errol Spence starts getting off and closing his eye and turn it around? These are real questions I have. It just so happens that Yordenis Ugas was bigger than Errol Spence, and this still was the aftermath, where his eye admits was bleeding for 40 hours. Wipe yourself off, you're bleeding. Wipe yourself off, you dead. What movie is that from? Let me know in the comment section if you know what movie that is from. So, Terrence Crawford, can he take that type of punishment? I don't know, because Yordenis Ugas' threshold for pain and the fact that he wanted to continue is exceptional, and I would say he's more of the exception to the rule. Many guys are gonna get in the ring And if their orbital is truly broken for risking their vision, you know, for the sake of their vision, for the sake of, you know, live to fight another day, not everyone's going to go through that. Like, I mean, just look at Victor Ortiz. As soon as the pain started to come in the Marcos Maidana fight, he found a way out. I'm not going to lie. I don't know, dude. I just think I'm too young to be getting beat up like this. Sorry, not sorry. You're literally talking to a tree, bro. Right? When he was fighting Floyd, he got real frustrated and he found a way out by headbutting, which could easily get you disqualified. Then he was like overly sympathetic, allegedly, and tried to kiss Floyd and dap him up, and Floyd was two-piecing him. So the Luis Collazo fight, I think, is another fight where kind of Ortiz, so he has had that. Now, Terrence Crawford has never quit in a fight. Obviously, he's undefeated. But at the end of the day, I do believe this. There's only so much pain that one can take and withstand, because even if the person is insanely tough, it's not every day that the doctors will let the fight continue, like in an Antonio Margarito situation that Ugas referenced, where the doctor is going to see your eyes that bad. Like, a lot of times they'll be like, hey, show me something this round, or we got to stop it. And they might even give you a warning, because no matter how you feel in your heart, if your body is not responding and your face, your eyes are closing, your face is breaking up and giving way, then it's hard to make the case to allow the fight to continue. So that being said, Terrence Crawford does get hit. He is there to be hit, and he typically kind of likes to have the shootout. So I'm curious. The other thing is, I think Crawford is extremely susceptible to the jab. Watch the Kell Brook fight. And I think Errol Spence is definitely 1,000 times more in prime than the Kell Brook that Terrence Crawford fought. And he's a better fighter overall. That's why he bested Kell Brook. And he has a completely different stance. He has a completely different style. And it's just an interesting fight. So I can't wait for this fight, July 29th. I wanted to remind you of the damage. And this was Errol Spence's last fight. Like, people keep talking about Crawford's power because he has all stoppages at the division welterweight. But that being said, I do believe his resume is lacking and is very limited. So those stoppages came against not Errol Spence or Ugas level people. Ugas was coming off the Pacquiao win where he dominated Pacquiao and had Pacquiao eating like applesauce, being spoon-fed by his wife, and that his eyes were shut. Like, if you look at the Pacquiao aftermath, when he posted that video and his wife was feeding him, I mean, Pacquiao's eyes looked like they were nailed shut from Ugas. So that was an incredible win for Errol Spence. Now, Errol Spence, some would argue like, oh, he hasn't fought since the Ugas fight, whereas Crawford fought in December against David Avanesian. But at the end of the day, this hasn't been too unique to Errol Spence's life. He's had different various things. I'm not going to even get into all of them. If you know, you know. If you don't, check some of my other videos. But different things that have kept him out the ring. So I don't think him being on a layoff, I think he's still going to train and do everything that this fight demands of him. So we'll see. We'll see how much this fight is really, how much can Crawford take? Because you will be hit in an elite fight. You will be hit. And if this guy, again, people are praising Crawford's power, but never really seen him. He stopped guys like TKO guys, but he never like permanently maimed them or like their face looked crazy, broke up. He's kind of like a sharp puncher, right? Like Sean Porter, in my opinion, if he's able to punch the canvas, then he probably could have continued the fight. But his dad threw in the towel. That was the decision that was made. So the fight was ended, you know? But at the end of the day, the Errol Spence fight with Ugas, he literally couldn't continue. The doctors suggested that he doesn't continue and canceled it. So it doesn't even matter at some points how much heart you have, like Crawford or Ugas, if your body is broken. And that's what Errol said is the game plan. And I noticed when Errol Spence fights fighters, they typically have to take a lot of time off. Kell Brook, he was depressed after the Errol Spence fight. Danny Garcia, a lot of time off, depressed after the Errol Spence fight. Ugas, we still haven't seen him come back. And he's telling you his eye was bleeding for 40 hours and this and that. And he still hasn't scheduled a fight because of his eye. And he's now confirmed his orbital was truly broken. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Very much so looking forward to this fight. I will give you guys extensive coverage, and we're getting close to that date. So make sure you subscribe. Best in the business. Let me know what you thought of the video. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.